everybody. Hope you're having a good time. We're your MCs today, and we're going to be introducing everybody for the dedication ceremony orders. I'm Jay Namyaka. We're all BSU members, and I'm the president of this year's BSU.
Hi, I'm Ariana Wheeler, and I am a BSU member.
I'm Matt London. I'm also a BSU member.
I'm Miles Singletary. I'm an alumni of high school. I'm a BSU member. Well, used to be.
So to start off today, we have a welcome and libation ceremony from chairperson of the Juneteenth Celebration Committee, Ms. Taishia Wheeler.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome again to our Juneteenth celebration and our dedication ceremony. At this time, we'd like to do a libation ceremony. A libation ceremony is a ritual pouring of liquids, offering an offering to either a god or a spirit or to persons who are no longer living with us. It's common in many different religions and cultures to pour libations before important ceremonies and to recognize and to just call on those ancestors to just be a part of the celebration and just to bless this celebration. And so that's what we are going to do right now. We are going to pour water, the life force of all of us, into the earth. My son Yusef is going to stand behind me. He's just going to pour just a little water as I recite each libation ceremony significance. We're going to say Ashe. So when I say in the community says Ashe, the meaning of Ashe is so be it. As we look to commemorate the importance of this day in the customary fashion, I would like to take this time to honor all of our ancestors and their journey which brought us here today. Although they may have transitioned physically from their memories, but we are here to call on them as we begin this Juneteenth celebration. So, we raise our cup to the Creator to show our reverence for the original source of our lives. We use cool water as a symbol of the continuity of life to purify and to nourish our souls. And the community says, Ashe. We pour these libations in gratitude to the Creator for our ancestors who built the civilizations, survived the horrors of the Middle Passage, who stayed faithful to the Creator through slavery, who maintained their dignity in the face of physical and psychic violence, who lived, laughed, loved, and who gave us life. And the community says, Ashe. We pour these libations in honor and respect to the indigenous peoples whose land upon which we stand, who through their way of life taught us the value and the importance of the earth. And the community says, Ashe. We pour these libations in remembrance of the founders and members of the Shady Rest Golf and Country Club, the first African-American golf and country club in the United States, and to John Shippen, the first African-American golf pro. And the community says, Ashe. At this time, I want to just offer a moment of silence for you to call into your mind and into your heart the names of someone who may have passed, just to give them honor and respect and to ask for their blessing upon this ceremony. And the community says, Ashe. Thank you very much.
Juneteenth is finally here. Planning of today's program started in January. Social Justice Matters met every Saturday morning. I participated, Ellen Zimmerman participated from Scotch Plains, Mayor Marr, and council members from Fanwood as well, and they put together what is going to be a spectacular celebration of freedom. And amazing timing with what the federal government did this week by identifying Juneteenth as a national holiday for the entire country to celebrate in perpetuity.
Give it up for freedom. We're here to celebrate Juneteenth. My name is Tashira Wheeler. I'm the chairperson of the Social Justice Matters Juneteenth Celebration Committee, and I want to welcome you all here today. We are getting ready to start with our first live performance. Our Goshuquan, powered by Faceport. They are going to provide us with a karate demonstration and Zephyr demo. Please give it up for their founder, Mike Washington, just for a few words before they begin.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much, Ms. Wheeler. I'm Mike Oman Washington. They call me Oman in our martial arts school, and it happens to also be my name. And we are Family and Community Engagement course, started in 1950 originally as PAL in Plainfield. We have branched out and we have taken on some new paths and directions, and we are proud of the work that we have done over the years. We are going to do a brief demonstration of what I call Zephyr flow motion. For some of you who've seen a style called Tai Chi, it may look similar. There are some differences and there's some similarities. And then we're also going to demonstrate our Goshuquan freestyle system. Goshuquan is derived from words from the Swahili language. It is very strongly influenced by African culture. In around the mid-'80s, when I got out of college, I started a martial arts program for PAL in Plainfield, and that first system also was something that was strongly influenced by African culture and the African ways. A lot of people don't know that martial arts actually started in Africa. There's evidence of that in some of the drawings, the hieroglyphs from ancient African cultures. So make sure that you understand that as you familiarize yourself with those who are interested in martial arts. But besides that, we have a saying: we find peace beyond the battle. So our martial arts isn't just about fighting. It's not about simply violence. It is about focus. It is about elevation. It is about finding peace beyond your battles, like the previously enslaved in Galveston, Texas, long time ago. I want to thank all the sponsors for this event, township officials and all attendees. Thank you very much for being here, and I'm glad that we have established a good partnership with some of the township officials. We are starting a martial arts league. We have launched a martial arts league, outdoor martial arts league. We're out here breathing, no mask. We are free to train, free to bring up youngsters in the way of martial arts and in character and our strong principles and what have you that a lot of martial arts have come away from, and we're coming back to that tradition. I'm going to take on the challenge and have my son read, yes, my green belt, have him read as I demonstrate some of the aspects of Zephyr flow motion. I'm going to try to remember. I'm a little bit up there now. Been doing this for a long time.
Palm heel. Wrist. Wrist strike. Knee strikes. Elbow strikes. Low dodge stance. Open high block.
Reverse punch. Panther grip. Cat stance. Mountain stance. Reinforced middle block. Low block.
We're going to go right into our Goshikwan freestyle demonstration of forms. Next form. This is a traditional Japanese form. We modified somewhat. Sudanese. Higan, Nida. Begin. My way. 4. Begin. a more advanced form. And I think I'll join it. So these are some of the things that they practice with, they learn, they practice with. That will be a part of the Martial Arts League that we are forming, and it's growing, it's increasing. So if interested, we have some business cards to give out to anybody who's interested in signing up. Next. Time, okay. Focusing. Very important. We teach our students to focus, not just in being able to punch as hard as they can, kick as hard as they can, but in life, to focus on goals, to contemplate, to meditate, to visualize. Very important. Going through, following through, succeeding. Very important. If that person don't succeed, you know the saying, don't give up, keep going. Over the years, I've had some very hard-headed students come. When they started off hard-headed, and when we got a chance to train them, they got smarter and smarter and smarter, calmer, more focused, and not so quite so quote-unquote hard-headed. And I made sure I emphasize one thing to them. I emphasized that they were not more hard-headed than I was. Again, we thank you and we invite you to come and be a part of who we are, what we do, not just martial arts. We're starting a fishing club in addition to the Martial Arts League that we're starting, and we do other activities as well, mentoring and what have you. So thank you again.
Next up is the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing, sung by Stefan Fuller of Anaman. Cool. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. Aren't we having a beautiful time out here today? Yeah. I'm going to sing Lift Every Voice and Sing, but I don't like to sing alone, so if you'll join me in singing Lift Every Voice and Sing. I'm going to do the first stanza and then the third, and then go back to the first. I think people know the first verse, so we'll try that. Every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun, let us march on till victory is won. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, thou who hast on the way. Thou who hast made by might, let us into the light. Keep us forever in the path, we pray. Lest our feet stray from the places of God where we met thee. Lest our hearts drink from the wine of the world, we forget thee. Shadow the breeze thy hand, may we forever stand true to our God, true to our native land. Voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let us rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has brought us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Thank you. I hope you stick around. I'm in the band Amani, and we're going to be on at 7 o'clock tonight, so please join us.
Hi, everybody. Wasn't that amazing? Right? Can we get another round of applause for Step Out Fuller? Come on, y'all. Come on. Okay, next up, we have the significance of Juneteenth reading of General Order Number 3 by Markland T. Johnson.
My neighbors, it is so beautiful to see you guys. Do me a favor and look around. Look in front of you, look at the side, look at the back. This is who we are. This is what we're here for Juneteenth, to celebrate freedom for Americans of every nationality and background. We got to make sure that what we do is respect each other. And this is how it starts, by basically just giving respect to everybody's significance, what everybody goes through. Hey, how y'all doing? I'm going to read the history real quick. Juneteenth and General Order Number 3 read on June 19, 1865, announcing that all slaves were free, as one of our nation's most important historical moments. U.S. President Abraham Lincoln announced the Emancipation Proclamation on September 22, 1862, issued under powers granted to the President as a fit and necessary war measure. The proclamation declared that on the first day of January, A.D. 1863, all persons held as slaves within a state or designated part of the state, the people whereof shall be in rebellion against the United States, shall be thenceforth and forever free. However, Lincoln's proclamation would have little impact on Texans at that time due to the small number of Union troops available to enforce it. 2.5 years later, in June of 1865, more than 2,000 federal soldiers of the 13th Army Corps arrived in Galveston, and with then Major General Gordon Granger, commanding officer, District of Texas, Granger's men marched through Galveston's reading General Order Number 3 at numerous locations, including their headquarters at the Osterman Building. 1861 Custom House Courthouse, and then the Negro Church on Broadway, as Reedy Chapel AME Church was referred to then. The order General Grander read on that day stated in part, "The people of Texas are informed that in accordance with a proclamation from the executive of the United States, all slaves are free. This involves an absolute equality of personal rights and rights of property between former masters and slaves, and the connection hereto existing between them becomes that between employer and hired labor." It was from that moment that Juneteenth would be born. In September of 2020, Governor Phil Murphy signed a bill making Juneteenth a state holiday. On Thursday, June 17th, 2021, President Joe Biden signed a bill establishing Juneteenth as a federal holiday. Today, we remember those Americans who were denied freedom under an unjust system, but we celebrate freedom and the duty and responsibility that we have to our country and each other to work towards a more inclusive and just society. Let's enjoy Juneteenth, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's get one more round of applause for Mr. Markland T. Johnson. Thank you. Now from Kent Place School and Summit, we're going to have Raina Smith read a poem for us.
All right now.
Hello. I just take this. Take it. Yeah. Okay. Hello, I'm Raina Smith, and I'm going to be reading a poem that I wrote about police brutality. It's a personification poem based off the book The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. It's from the perspective of the police car of the officer that murdered the character Khalil Harris. My lights flash red, white, and blue, the colors of my country, giving the person inside me permission to do whatever they want to do, because they claim they are the blue and that their life matters too. But the thing is, they're not a blue life because of the very luxury that they get to go home at the end of the night and take it off. They get to sleep without fright of a misconception that violence was their intention because they fit a description. I'm sure that your life matters too, but it's not your mother crying. And you're not the one dying. Please, quit lying to yourself. You are not the victim here, and now I play the villain in history. I was meant to protect, and now because you chose to neglect that there was a beating heart behind that skin that you were so afraid of, I strike fear into the hearts and minds of people in this nation. The nation that bleeds red, white, and blue. You stepped outside. I held my breath, hoping, praying that this would not become another statistic. White. The first thing that you see is that he was not white. That makes him a threat to you, I guess. He starts talking back and you think he's getting angry. Yes, he's getting angry because you are being ignorant. Take your hand off your weapon. Take your hand off your weapon. Step outside of the car. Oh no. I know those words far too well. He leans in. Are you okay, Star? Star. That's a pretty name. Pretty girl. She's watching. Please do not pick anything up out of the car while she's watching. He does. 3. Don't. 2. Don't. 1. Don't. Bam. Red. Red everywhere. Star is crying. I am crying. Red. He's hanging on for dear life and I can see it slipping away. Red. The hoodie that Star will never wear again. Red. I see red. All anyone can see is red. Then again, maybe it's supposed to be there. It's in the flag. Red, blue, and white. That's all. Maybe that's what this country is all about. The red, the blue, most importantly, the white. Nothing else is there, ergo nothing else matters. Black lives don't matter, brown lives don't matter, rainbow lives don't matter, not purple, not green, not pink, not yellow, blue. But then they see you, blue. Somehow, they made this about you. Blue. Blue lives matter as if you are the one who isn't alive. Now, the problem is only getting bigger. Why? When all you had to do was not pull the trigger. Blue. You are white. You don't have to see red. Thank you. Happy Juneteenth, everyone.
Okay, guys, that gave me chills. Let's give Raina another round of applause. Okay, next up we have some special remarks by Mayor of Fanwood, Colleen Marr, and then following that we're gonna have a special presentation to the mayor by Chairperson Ty Shearer-Wheeler.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Colleen Marr, and I have the proud distinction of serving as the mayor in the borough of Fanwood. And I am joined here today by members of my governing body, but also with my good friend and members of the governing body of Scotch Plains, who you'll hear from after. And I think I speak for both governing bodies with how humbled we are to be here today, how excited we were to see Social Justice Matters grab a hold of the celebration of Juneteenth and make sure that we all understand what Juneteenth is. And the backdrop of having the President of the United States just sign yesterday as Juneteenth as a federal holiday. It deserves a round of applause. It deserves, because it will sit with our other federal holidays where people will stop what they're doing and they will be able to understand and appreciate even more the struggles, the history, and for us here to celebrate against the backdrop of this amazing facility that we get to call ours here at Shady Rest and John Shippen. I would also say to the committee, job well done. Give them a round of applause. You see them out in the back, you see them under the tents. I can personally tell you the hours and hours and months that have gone into this planning, and what you are seeing today and what you're hearing and what you're listening to is all purposeful. This was planned to make sure that you embrace our history here, that you walk away hopefully knowing more about the importance of the African American community right here in Scotch Plains, and we can pay tribute to those who have come before us. So on behalf of myself, of our Councilwoman Patricia Walsh, our Councilman Jeff Banks, and our Councilwoman Erin McElroy Barker, Fanwood salutes Social Justice Matters. Fanwood acknowledges, is and humbled by the committee that made sure that this today happened. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Marr. Josh Lusardo, I'm the mayor of Scotch Plains, and joining me is our deputy mayor, Elizabeth Stamler, Councilman Matthew Adams, and Councilwoman Ellen Zimmerman. The theme chosen for this Juneteenth celebration is demonstrating the importance of storytelling, and I think that's perfect, because we would not know the story of Juneteenth unless its story was told by the African Americans who lived it and through their descendants. Juneteenth, an annual holiday commemorating the end of slavery, has been celebrated by African Americans since the 1800s, yet this fact was not largely known. Until now, finally, the story of Juneteenth is being told, and it is a day to celebrate the end of slavery, to celebrate the freedom of Black Americans. It's certainly a day for all Americans to celebrate. The Scotch Plains governing body recognized Juneteenth as a holiday in the township in January. Doing so was easy in a town with a history as rich as ours. We're gathered here today at Shady Rest, the oldest African American golf club in the United States, and the home of the great Black golfer John Shippen. Shady Rest Golf and Country Club was listed in the Negro Motorist Green Book, popularly known as Green Book, of which many of you may have seen the movie. For those of you unfamiliar, the Green Book was a travel guide intended to help African American motorists avoid social obstacles prevalent during the period of racial segregation. Scotch Plains includes the Kramer Manor neighborhood, which attracted black residents at a time in our country's history when it was difficult for black Americans to purchase their own homes. The neighborhood thrived, and its residents and their descendants have celebrated residing in that neighborhood with picnics in our town for decades. It was also very easy for our country to agree just a few days ago to officially recognize Juneteenth, National Independence Day, as a federal holiday in this country. And this is all because of storytelling. African Americans told the story of news reaching enslaved people in Texas that the Civil War had ended, that the North had prevailed, and that the Emancipation Proclamation could be put into effect, and the holiday of Juneteenth is here. Residents and descendants of Kramer Manor shared their story of living in a beautiful suburban community, and we continue to honor the courage and vision of the Kramer Manor developer and the residents who live there today. Storytelling is how our Truth, Racial Healing, and Transformation Committee helps our communities disrupt systematic racism. The more we talk, the more we learn. The more we talk to people different than ourselves, the more we learn the plight of our fellow citizen. Perhaps that leads to learning we Americans have more in common than we think. And so I encourage storytelling and compliment our organizers for choosing it as the theme of today. I'm grateful to Social Justice Matters for working so tirelessly to make today happen. To Shira, Pam, Joan, everyone at Social Justice Matters, all of the hours spent in your hard work, thank you. And a special thank you too to our Recreation Commission and our director, DJ Savante and Julie. I hope today becomes an annual celebration in our towns to enjoy. Thank you.
At Tuesday's Scotch Plains Council meeting, we were able to provide a gift to our Mayor Joshua Lasardo for his support and just to thank him for all that he has done to make this day special. So we could not forget the support that we've gotten from our sister community in Fanwood. So Mayor Marr, if you would step forward, please. So on behalf of Social Justice Matters and the Juneteenth Celebration Committee, we'd like to give you a t-shirt designed by one of our fantastic design contest winners who you will all meet in just a few moments. But thank you so much for your support and everything that you've done to make this day a success. Thank you.
That was truly beautiful. Besides, can I have another round of applause? Can I also get a fist in the air for that, please? Come on. Yes, yes, yes. I love this. I love this.
Next up, we have the presentation of the SJM Juneteenth Design Contest participants and winners by Tashira Wheeler.
The beautiful artwork that you see that is part of the cover of our commemorative ad journal, and we are asking for you all to please stop by our sales tent so that way you can get one of these beautiful print journals. But the artwork that is on the cover, the artwork on the t-shirts that you see many of us wearing today, the artwork that will be on the drawstring bags that I encourage everyone that is here to make sure you pre-order, the artwork that is gracing the front of this historic building was completed by students, not only students here in Scotch Plains, but also students from our surrounding communities. And at this time, I'd like to acknowledge and just give a small token of our appreciation to those students. So when you hear your name, please come forward. I have something special for you. In his absence, we have Nate Falcone, grade 5. We have Ruth Charlene, grade 5. And our youngest participant, Ishan Javedipan. Come around, hon. This way, honey. These are the participants that designed for the contest. We didn't say that we had winners and losers. There's no losers in this contest. When you're dealing with children, there are no losers. We encourage them and we want to continue to support them. And so, sweetheart, oh, Ruth, hi, baby, come. To encourage, please give them a round of applause. This is just a small token. We're presenting them with a certificate of thank you, and it says, thank you, Social Justice Matters Incorporated and the Juneteenth Celebration Committee thanks Ruth Charlene for your participation in the 2021 Juneteenth Design Contest, Roots and Wings, the Art and Tradition of Storytelling and the Black Experience, June 19, 2021, signed by Tashira Wheeler, Chairperson, and Joan Peters, President. And we also have, do you like ice cream? You like ice cream? Yeah? Well, guess what? We got you a gift certificate to go to Dairy Queen, too. Just as a thank you. Thank you so much. Please give them another round of applause. Thank you so much, sweethearts. Thank you. Now to the designers of the fantastic and fabulous items that we have. Our shirts, the beautiful design that was created for our shirts was done by Jesus Perez, grade 3, School 1 Elementary School. Jesus, please come forward. And as he's coming up, our journal cover, the beautiful design created by Megna Iyer, grade 5, Terrell Middle School. And the design for our Juneteenth drawstring bag, Mink Perkins from Summit, New Jersey. Please come forward. And as she's coming, please just continue to encourage and give them a round of applause. The only guidelines that were given in our design contest were that they interpret the theme in their own way. And as you can see from all of the designs that were placed here today, the heartfelt, the time spent, it brought tears to my eyes when I opened up and I saw what they actually created. So to all three of you, congratulations. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing, and I cannot wait to see what else you have in store for us as you continue to grow. So here, just on behalf of Social Justice Matters and our community and our committee, thank you so much. Each one is receiving a gift bag with everything that they designed for us. So they have received a t-shirt, the journal, we have the golf balls that are on sale, and we will get them their design, the drawstring bag. So thank you so much for everything that you have done. Thank you. Here, stand so they can get your picture, baby. Stand so they can get your picture. Before we close this dedication ceremony, I don't want to forget all of the support that we have had in order to make this. This is a true community event, and I would be remiss if I did not mention some of our elected officials, our appointed officials, our district leaders. So at this time, if you are here, I just ask that you just please just Raise your hand and wave so that the community can see that you have supported us. We have former Mayor of Scotch Plains, Al Smith. Deputy Mayor of Scotch Plains, Elizabeth Stamler. Scotch Plains Councilwoman and member of the Juneteenth Planning Committee, Elizabeth Zimmerman. Scotch Plains Councilman Matt Adams. Fanwood Councilwoman, member of our Juneteenth Planning Committee, Erin McElroy Barker. DJ Salvanti, Scotch Plains Department of Recreation. Margaret Heisey, Scotch Plains Department of Recreation. Al Mirabella, Town Manager, Scotch Plains and Union County Commissioner. Chief Theodore Conley of the Scotch Plains Police Department. Also Lieutenant David Smith of the Scotch Plains Police Department. Jamar Tyndale, Manager of Corporate Responsibility, PSEG. Gwen Zucker from First Unitarian, New Jersey, Board Member. Dr. Joan Mast, Superintendent of Scotch Plains Fanwood Public Schools District. Dr. Robert McGarry, Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction, Scotch Plains Fanwood School District. Also, we want to say thank you to Dr. Wayne Millett, Supervisor of Fine Arts for the Scotch Plains and Fanwood Public School District. Also, any administrators, faculty, and staff of Scotch Plains Fanwood Public Schools. I know you are floating around, so wave your hand, please. Thank you. We have Ethel Washington, a longtime independent researcher, author, and organizer of Black history public programs that help shed a light on largely unknown history. We thank you. We also have Esmeralda Vargas, Commissioner of the Union County Human Relations Commission. And finally, John Prescott from the Union County History Programs Coordinator. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, our SJM board members and members, if you are an SJM member, raise your hand, wave. My SJM members, our committee members. Thank you so much. We have one more poetess coming to you. I know this rain is coming, but you know what? Rain is always a blessing. Rain is always a blessing. So please stay seated if you can for our last poetess, and we will move on with our program. Thank you all.
Let's give one more round of applause for all of our sponsors. All right, now to close off the opening ceremony, we have Deborah Ode from Columbia High School in South Orange to read us another poem.
Hi everyone, my name is Deborah Ode, and I'll be reading This Is Not a Poem for Black Solidarity Against Asian Hate Crimes. As people of color, we wonder how to achieve. We wonder how to plead to a country that would rather see us bleed in the streets than thrive and succeed. How much longer will we have to scream to please this white century of elites who watch us get minced like meat, to die and cry and strive just in hopes to survive? When I say this is not a poem, I would like for you to say it after me. This is not a poem. This is a voice that hums within, kept in the dim, a voice that has been here for years, that has finally been seen. And I ask for those who have left their homes to work in a country that criminalizes our souls. Why do we have to prove we are American? Asian and African in front of the word to make sure in this country they're the Americans heard. And as bodies drop all around, they expect us not to make a sound. When I look at Christian Hall, I cry for us all, thinking of the years he would have knew. I can only imagine how he would have bloomed into a bouquet of orchids and lilies instead of a white chrysanthemum, a flower that now mourns a boy who deserved more. This is not a poem. This is a connection between communities that needs to be seen. The eye of hate captures those of colors and in between. They hold our breaths while we scream, I cannot breathe, while we wait for the help they claim to bring. But George Floyd taught me I knew who it could not be, because who do we call? When we know they want us to fall, no longer can we go back to the defaults, because police are a part of the system at fault, a system that analyzes our proximity to whiteness. And if you have the eyes they despise, noses far too wide, our culture they sexualize, their help is our demise. This is not a poem. This is the pitter-patter of a mother's heart as it begins to fall, as another child is gone, a repeating routine, the American dream, a lie for a vision of a million to see and believe, minorities who come from across the sea to live their dreams, for their aching hands to scrape across golden sands, as their legs walk across treasure lands, for their children to be free to do anything they please, to fly across boundaries and be where they deserve to be, and believe that they don't speak, and that's everything they need. Then why are the elderly being beaten in trains? Why are children kept in a cage? Why are people shot as they sleep? The same Americans who enjoy Asian cuisine yet stay in silence when they see the forsaken scene caused by a falsified American dream that in the margins says, white Americans only for the ones to reach for the clouds while the others get shot down. This is not a poem. This is a bow of a symphony telling the system to sing our melody. The white exclusion that started from slavery grew into an act in the 1880s, excluding Chinese Americans from claiming their freedom. What are those who come here supposed to tell their children? Other than have a stable income and maybe you'll be hidden. Even then, we look at intermediate camps in 1942 and realize even silence can't pull you through. No matter how hard we try to be involved in history, they blame us for their problems unsolved and put us through misery. Blame is a game to be played when there's nothing left to say. They blame immigrants for taking jobs away. They blame accents when, as they proclaim your name, they have been foolish enough to think they were the Americans we seek to be. I am no longer speaking for the dead. I am taking action instead. No words can justify the harm that has been done. From the start, the white man with a gun has threatened our claim to the American sun, the beams of light that we hold inside, the only beginning to our way to shine. We are the people who made this country thrive. Why do we deserve to cry, die, and fear whether or not we will survive? Today in the sun rays, I'm done counting the days as more elderly pray. This is not a poem. Poems end and descend, but today we rise as high as the sky. Today we fly. Thank you.
Thank you, Deborah, for that powerful performance. Now we're gonna have a performance by Dreamhouse Theater. So Dreamhouse Theater Company was created out of a desire to have the residents of Plainfield and the surrounding areas exposed to as much artistic expression as possible. They are committed to not only bring the arts to the city of Plainfield, but also to assist aspiring writers to share their gifts and talents with the community. Dreamhouse Theater has put a lot of work into this performance, so please give them your full attention and enjoy.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is just a quick announcement that during the performance for Dreamhouse Theater, we have one section where you will hear a shotgun. It is just a sound, nothing more than that, but I wanted to make sure we said that.
Yeah, y'all be back. You ain't got no place to go. Besides, you owe me. You niggas think you gonna walk away after all I've done for you? Just it. And the good Lord, you won't be happy with me. He done told you to be obedient to your masters and fear and tremble. The only way you niggas gonna ever have a better life, you do what you be told. That's the road to heaven. I gonna come crawling back to me when you get hungry enough. What good is your freedom when you don't know nothing but what we tell you to do?
Now's what? You think John free too? Will him find me if I leave Master Johnson's plantation? I don't think I should go nowhere. Him promised that we would meet right here by the stump, and I believe him. So you go on. Me and John gonna leave this place, but we gonna leave together. I got to wait right here so him can find me.
What's wrong with you? You gonna wait for him here? He's not coming back to Master Johnson's house. You might as well come with us and do what you need to do.
No, I ain't going nowhere. John promised me, and him ain't never broke a promise to me.
John ain't gonna break his promise. That ain't what I'm saying. He's just not gonna come up all this way, that's all.
I know he's free, just like me, and he'll be here.
Maybe. You and them children ready to go yet?
No. Go where? I never been past the road down there. I don't know where to go.
Girl, you just lost. Come on in here before Nancy come see you.
What you mean I'm lost? Don't you see me standing right here? I ain't lost. I can see you right now.
In your head. In your head, Maybelle. Come on. If you ain't, you best get ready to go with the rest of us.
They was talking about it up yonder. Y'all heard?
Yeah, we heard.
Is we really free?
Yes, we really free. And you need to go and get yourself ready now. So we can go.
Where I'm going without my children?
We can meet them up the way.
No, they was further south than here. They was anyways.
Them ain't no kids no more. They old enough to know come and meet you now.
Well, we did talk about seeing each other again and maybe meeting at that stump one day if we ever got the chance. Y'all know the Lord gonna let me see my girls again. Ooh, it'd be so nice to get up north and get to know them.
See, that's more like it. Come on, we gotta get ready, all of us.
You know, that Violet was down the road there talking about, ooh, I'm gonna be a star. I can't wait. I'm gonna be a star. She talking about, I'm gonna be famous.
She need to stop being so simple. We need a plan. We need to help each other get out of here.
Well, I guess she got a plan to be famous. Mama, I want to be famous too. I can't wait. Famous? Famous for what? Mama, tell her she ain't gonna be famous. Hush up, Sophia.
Ah, stop all that foolishness. Now we free, and I'm just ready to go. We need to go. Come on.
I told you I ain't going nowhere without my John. Even we talked about this. You can meet up with your John later. Lily, shut your mouth, girl. You really going without your children? Well, you got a point. But maybe Tessa right. Maybe they'll come find me later. We meet up north. I'm still tired to go anywhere. Besides, Master's got his eye on me. Remember what happened last time? He think God couldn't stop me. So why do you think he could? Maybelle, God could stop you right here in your tracks. But he changing things right now. It ain't always gonna be like this, Maybelle. So you both going to be tired, but pick up your head, cause we free. Where are we free? I'm gonna be famous. You ain't free. You ain't gonna finish them chores. She's so mean. She's always mean.
Okay, so they just gonna free us on the spot? We ain't got nothing. No money, no nothing. What kind of free is that?
We're free, yes, and we can go soon as we're ready.
Where's you going without no money?
Mine always on money.
Cause we ain't got You ain't got nothing. Where was you gonna get some money from anyway?
From Master Johnson's house. He got a safe, silver, and other things.
Minty, you mean stealing? You'll be dead before you get to the end of the road.
I'd rather die trying than to leave here with nothing.
What you gonna do?
Oh, I got to go find my children. They can't be far.
They done been sold. You'll never find them. What you got to keep looking? God gonna help you find them, just like he gonna bring John back to me. Listen, I know you want to find your John and your children, but it can wait. We can meet them up north. We get to travel together and stay together.
Look, John and I've been together a long time now. He's the only one who would have me. When John was a boy, he tried to protect me from Master Levi, Master's younger brother. He overheard the old women talking about how evil Master Levi was, and he tore up my insides. Now, I could never have no babies. John marched straight up to the big house where Master Levi was standing on the porch. He hit him so hard in the head with a hoe that the back of Master Levi's shirt turned bright red. He almost killed him. John took a whipping so bad that day, I thought he'd die. I'm so glad my John didn't die. He just kept saying, "I loved you, Annie Mae, I loved you." And the more he said it, the more they whipped him. His mother was begging him, "Stop talking, John! Stop talking! Shut your mouth, boy!" Finally, his body went limp. Master Johnson said enough. John was a hard worker, and he didn't want to lose his mule boy. But he swore he'd never let me and John be together. Now, you see why I got to wait here for him?
Sir, you don't know if he's dead or alive, or what condition he be in. Listen, you can find your John later. It can wait. We got to travel together. Your nose, eyes right.
The good Lord told me John's fine, and he's fine.
I'm talking all night about the good Lord. Where was he when we was here? Did he even stop me from trying to kill my own child? Guess I'm gonna go to hell, huh? I didn't mean to kill my baby. I just had to get that piece that looked like him out of her. Had to take care of the sister's baby after that. May the Lord have pity on me for making sure one of his babies is still alive. Matthew's still here. Half mine. I guess I gotta start loving him, huh? And that ain't stopping from being on John neither.
Maybelle, the good Lord told me John's fine, and he's fine. The Lord done got us through all this here stuff. We just got to hold on a little more. I knows you ain't killed that baby on purpose. And the Lord knows too. God knows who the devil is.
John, you ain't going no hell. We living in hell now trying to get out. You got your children. You could just go. Be at the stump lady with your children and be ready to go cause we's free. Mama, where we going when we leave here? We going to New York City. How you know, Sarah? Mama, we really going to New York City? Mama, tell me we're going to New York City. You don't know that.
Leave me alone. We's going. Stop talking about it.
Miss Maybelle, I can take some babies with me if you want to. If it's too much for you to handle.
Yes. Let me go with you. Maybe it's for the best. They ain't got him in there.
You can't take no babies. It's you and me. We hightailing it. We ain't have much time to get out of the state. I ain't take no babies with us. What, you think I'm crazy? I mean, them kids weighing us down. Besides, I was gonna drop them off at Tricia's house. She'll take good care of them. We gotta move quick after we do what we're gonna do. Listen, we ain't gonna have much time, so
about 3 days. They gonna load us mess in them dead when the rise comes. We got time for that. Listen, we don't got no time for nothing but getting them out of here. What are you talking about? What are you, crazy? You talking about killing? I wasn't talking about that crazy. Tessa, I'm sticking to our first plan when we thought we was running away. I don't want that little bit of jewels in the safe. I want all the money I can carry, and guns, and food. I'm killing him dead. He done robbed me and my brothers and my mama of our lives. You'll be dead. They're gonna kill you first, Minty. You're not thinking. Besides, I can help you still, but besides, that's my papa you talking about killing. That just don't make no sense to me. It made sense to you before? Tessa, he just being extra nice to you now because he don't want you leaving. He don't care nothing about you. Let him die. He owe his life to all of us. Tessa, if I let him live, he just gonna be looking for us forever. And if you kill him, we gonna be sentenced forever. Minty, when we're gone, we're gonna need God. And you ready to throw this all away for some little bit of gold and stuff that ain't nobody gonna buy from you because you're a nigga. I know some white folks up north that'll get us the money for the rest of the stuff. And don't worry about that. You don't know no white folks. You don't know nobody. You know what? You was counting on me to pass. You's a shady character, Minty. I don't even know how I got myself in this playing with you. No, stop talking like that, you hear? Tessa, we've been best friends ever since I beat up them other niggas for calling you high yellow. I don't see that devil blood in you. You got a good heart. God always shining through you. That's why I still been a nigga that mess with you. Tessa be like that always. Whatever, Minty. Listen, God don't like ugly, and we're not killing my papa. I mean it. Fine, Tessa, fine. Well, let's get what's in the safe then. You happy? Them jewels ain't enough, but nobody dies. I'm gonna reach for the back house when you get the goods, and we'll ditch them later. And make sure you don't have them kids. I hope God has mercy on us. Master don't never be a problem no more. All this mercy you giving him, your so-called daddy, you still on your own watch, not mine. My papa made sure I was kept. Can't say the same about yours.
Y'all ain't ready yet? I'm ready to go. When we
Come
waiting
here.
on
We're coming.
free.
Just wait.
What's going on, Tessa? What y'all talking about?
Just leave it be, okay? Just do your part and everything will be all right.
What's my part? This gonna be like my first move.
See, that's why you can't know nothing because you can't put stuff in the class.
I can know stuff. I can say I'm dumb, but I'm not. I'm smart.
I know you ain't talking nothing about what we just talked about.
What was y'all talking about?
Nothing, nosy. Go on, get your things. Get ready.
I'm gonna be famous. Just like in the magazine pictures, I can see my name in lights. I'm gonna be a star.
What the hell that? Now they was rushing us to leave here, and now we waiting on them.
I'm waiting on John. I told y'all I ain't leaving without him. No, let's just go. Mama, we going to New York now? She told you wasn't going on New York City. You forgot that quick. Oh, wait. Mommy, you hearing me? Call me old lady. Yes, I did. Hush up, you two.
I don't understand. What we waiting on?
I don't know. Maybe Minty and Tessa ain't here. But why don't we move on and go over by the stump? And and then they'll catch up. Bet you my John gonna be at that stone.
A freedom that isn't free. What good is it for me? Beat, whipped, and chained, held in custody, bought and sold. Some may even thought they found a home, but there is no home in a home that sees you as property. No peace in an environment where every attempt of escape leads to thoughts like, will they capture me? And they'll do more than capture you. Torture you, starve you, make an example out of you. Talk about civil war. We spent eons in captivity thinking, is today the day that death comes for me? Maybe praying, this is the day that death comes for me. Life gets dark when the sun don't shine on this bend of the river. Denial of the fact of what may be on the other side. Mansions seem tall as pyramids when you live in shacks. Shackles feel like comfort even though they bring you so much pain. Pain coming from people who wanted you to stay, sit, roll over on this land like it was your home. But in the same breath, reminding you that this could never be your home. You could never feel comfort even when you don't show pain. Telling you that this shack is the most you will see out of the world today. Bounded, gagged, caged. They washed our brains. We washed their clothes. They fed us lies. We fed their kids. They would give us bones. And Uncle Sam would give his rib. Talk about Civil War. 1865, freedom claimed to come knocking on my door, but I knew he was too late. Talk about Civil War, talk about Frederick Douglass, talk about brass letters and eagle buttons and muskets on black men's shoulders and bullets in their pockets. We fought for a country that didn't even consider us whole. Called us apes, jigaboos, niggas, everything under the Jim Crow sun. Our blood bleeds red, same as the rest, but our best was not enough, I guess. We were still viewed as less. Talk about Civil War. 1865, freedom claimed to come knocking on my door, but I knew he was too late. Fast forward, I wish those cops would have knocked on Breonna Taylor's door. Instead, they shoved a battery ram. 25 bullets fired, but 8 found home in Breonna. As a community, we cry a little harder. We are tired. We are hoarse from screaming Black Lives Matter. Our oppressors continue to fuel the fire. They don't want to hear us, rather silence us. Speak up too much, they rather fire us. Try to protest and they try to riot us. Talk about Civil War. War on drugs. Just call it a war on us. Pervasive racial targeting, strong determination to keep us within the many shameful episodes of our past. Alas, Black lives still matter. Let's speak facts. 34% of the correctional population is Black. We are incarcerated 5 more times than the rates of whites. Our children represent 32% of children arrested, 42% of children detained, and 52% of cases who are criminally waived. We are tired. April 21st, we got news. Derek Chauvin guilty on all charges. And though pleased at first, our hearts couldn't go much farther. What about Eric Garner, Michael Brown, Sandra Bland, Tamir Rice, Walter Scott, Alton Sterling, Philando Castile, Stephen Clark, Dante Wright. We can scream. Stop killing us until we blue in the face. At what point do they wake up and realize that this ain't right? Black Lives Matter, I'll say it from night until night. We'll stand brave in front of soldiers and demand it with all our might. We celebrate Juneteenth because we are still fighting to be free. Freedom claimed to come knocking on my door. It's still knocking if you ask me. Juneteenth, the day of Jubilee. A time for reflections, celebrations, and gathering. Because that is who we are as a people. Turn our progress into pain, into purpose. Give it a name. Celebrate, but we still remember all the pain. All we lost despite the little we have gained. Still fighting for rights, still trying to claim our name in this world. Still paving a way for all of our little boys and girls. Still, because we must keep pressing on.
Yes, indeed. Well, when they coming? When the others? They should be here soon. Yeah? Yeah. And then, well, where's your sister? I don't know. Where is she? Where's that Sarah? Where's that Sarah? Yeah. Okay.
Grandma, I only have to go to Juneteenth every year. We go here every year.
I said so. There's so much you have to learn. So much this history. That's about our ancestors. And this year, I am telling the story about our ancestors and all that we went through. Yes. Now go find your sister.
Yeah, and it's also Juneteenth, the day the slaves were free.
Yeah. And they didn't have anywhere to go. They've been on the plantation all their life. Didn't know where to go. Didn't know a thing.
They must be so clueless.
Oh, they were definitely clueless. And they were scared, too.
And it's also the story of my great-great-aunt Tessa who got shot.
That's right. Tessa got shot.
Wait a minute. She was shot? Who shot her?
Her own daddy shot her.
Her daddy? Why did he shoot her? Did she die? Wow. My dad would never do anything like that.
No, George, she didn't die. And that's why you need to hear the story. It's a long story as to why he shot her. Where's your sister?
Oh, where is that girl?
What's everyone else giving you? Finally.
Oh, there she is.
Well,
there she is.
Violet, you know, she's on her, you know, she lives in California. She's writing television scripts for a new sitcom. And Anna, she'll be here soon. And Lil is still in North Carolina. She should be here in about another hour or so.
Yeah, I think she's driving too.
Yeah.
What about Miss Manella?
Miss Manella, oh, how can I forget about Manella?
Oh, yeah.
You know she's working on being the first black woman governor of New Jersey.
What?
Yes, she is here.
Oh, there you are. Oh,
Hey, girl.
all right, ladies. You know I got a lot to do.
What about me?
All right, well, sir.
You know you ain't going nowhere. We ain't seen each other in moons, ages. You ain't going nowhere.
I'm happy to see y'all. But we don't have too much to celebrate for. We still got a lot to be done. A judge. No, the judge is coming. The judge is coming. The judge is coming. You'll be king. Lil? Where's Lil? Lil, there you are. Look how they grow. It's so good to see you. Y'all know I hate traveling, but I'm here. So you're here. That's the main thing. That is the main thing. You are here. I hate traveling. Good to see you. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed.
No, I'm good.
All the time. Traffic coming up. Here you are. There she is. Yes, you look amazing. George, sis, you look so grown up. My, have you grown? Girl, I said the same thing. How you doing? I'm doing well. You're looking well. Thank you. You know, the work is trying to take me out, and folks still killing black people. Oh, goodness. And you're a black judge, too. Yes. Still can't do anything about it. My hands are tied until we change these laws. But you know, I can't wait to hear what you have to say, man. Oh, I know you got something for us. Yes, I do. Yeah, where is everybody? Is everyone here? Well, what time are we going to get this started? Because I know these kids are going to start getting restless. Oh, you know that.
I'm just waiting for Viola to get here. She should be here soon.
Uh-huh. All right. Did she call you or anything? You know what? Hold on. Perfect time.
Hello? Violet? No. No way. Are you serious? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to let everybody know. Okay. All right. All right. You be safe. Take care. Viola's not gonna be able to make it, y'all. She got stuck in the road.
Is your wife from Hollywood? She doesn't live in Hollywood.
Listen, are we ready yet? You know, I'm on the clock, you know.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our 2021 Juneteenth celebration. Our own Miss May is not only a New York Times best-selling author, but she also has studied Juneteenth and its celebration for many years. And so she's here to share with our children and help them to understand the importance of Juneteenth. In our own families, the women who left the plantation together made a commitment to each other that they would get together every year, no matter where they were, in order to celebrate our ancestors. And we're still here. So please help me in welcoming Miss May Johnson as she reads from her latest book, When did Freedom Ring. Oh, thank you so much. I am so pleased to be here. And this is an honor. This is my new book, and I hope that a lot of you will purchase it. When did Freedom Ring? And let me see, there's a few passages I really want to read. As they gathered, with whatever they could cluster together, they took to the dusty path. And still yet another dusty path before they came to a dirt road. They followed one another, some looking back, fearing that there would be more gunshots. They already had with them the challenge because they were traveling with one injured. And they were afraid that the masters would hear them with the moaning and the groaning. Oh, they were afraid. Their pace increased. For others, they sort of sagged behind. The humming started and the singing started a roaring up. Yeah, Lord. Yeah, yes, Lord. No more blues, no more slashing, no more raping, no more stealing out, cheering from the parents and selling them. You know what we've been through. Oh, no. They didn't need any lyrics. They knew what the words were because they knew what they had been suffering through. They knew it all. Just feeling strong. They felt freedom, and they kept on a moving. And then, all at once, in unison, they just stopped. And they said, what's going on? Where am I going? I was hungry. Night done closed his eyes. The daylight done closed and night is here with his night, with his eyes shut. Where we go? Where we gonna sleep? They came to a town. White folks came a-running. And they were running and shouting, "Get out of here, you niggas! Get it going! You ain't welcome here! See this here shotgun? I'll shoot it in you if you come any near." They ran. The date was June 19, 1864, when General Gordon Granger, with blue coats in formation, proclaimed, "These slaves are free! These slaves are free!" Master knew. We didn't know. Master had another plan for enslaving. Oh, did he have another plan? And it was called other names such as sharecropping and gangs, the prison gangs. Some took the Underground Railroad to try to find freedom. No choice did they have. Cities and towns barred them from entering. Many others returned back to sharecropping. Prison work was the best because they did the same thing they were doing all along. Freedom? No freedom. No rest. The fortitude, the tenacity, the faith strengthened their resolve. Their dreams were not going to be pushed aside. And through all in all, there was purpose, and God was on their side. They took the pain. They took the lynching, the humiliation, the degradation, serving as a catalyst to stand and to fight as the Ku Klux Klan rode at night. Honoring our ancestors, they paved the way for us, and in God they did trust. They rose up. They stood up. They looked up. And they moved up. All for us. Enduring immersible and unimaginable suffering until they said there's no need for us to stop. We keep on going. We'll just keep on going. We have to do this for our children, our children's children, and their children for generations and generations and generations yet to come. They rose. They rose. They rose, and we rise. We rise. Oh, yes.
national holiday? Very good. Juneteenth is our national holiday. But the wrong road has not yet been taken. We must not allow this to deter and to feel that this is over. It is the beginning. What did really happen? What happened? Was freedom? Did the freedom bell really ring? Did it ring? Will you please raise your glass, your libation, and in honor of our ancestors, let us now partake in honor of our ancestors.
They did it all for us, don't you know? They did it all for us, don't you know? Came a long way, just striving for the day when we could be free. We've all got the things we need. They did it all for us.
Gotta wise up, when we get rise up. We gotta wise up, when we get rise up.
Danger, heartbreak, and calamity. Wasn't that beautiful? That was Dream House Theater. Wasn't that was really beautiful? We're gonna have a 5-minute intermission as we change acts. When you guys can look around, get a shirt or something, just get some food or something, just like look around the atmosphere. Next act is Emerson Theater Group. It's a successful children's musical theater group. Okay, Emerson over there, I see you. The students performers range from 7 to 12 years old. They perform popular Broadway shows and movies. Their most recent performance was Cinderella Ella, and an adaptation of the TV musical Cinderella starring Whitney Houston and Brandy. So yes, can I please get a warm welcome, a warm little, yeah. Nice. Look around.
Hi, Scotch Plains. I am Councilwoman Ellen Zimmerman, and we are here at the Juneteenth celebration, the inaugural celebration for our community. I represented the township on the committee working with Social Justice Matters to plan this event, and I have been just amazed by the committee, the Social Justice Matters Committee, and watching them pull this event together. Every meeting up until last week was on Zoom. So for the past 6 months, the committee has been meeting on Zoom, and they had a vision for what this day would look like. And as we walked in today, I saw their vision come to life, and it is so amazing to see this happen. And we're watching community members come in and set up for the afternoon, and it is absolutely amazing. So thank you to Social Justice Matters, and thank you to our community for coming together for this.
Good afternoon, Deputy Mayor Elizabeth Stamler. So far, we already have a great turnout for today's event. As you may know, this year is the first year it is a national holiday for the country. So we are so proud to be having this celebration in Scotch Plains. It's such an important date. Of course, the 4th of July is important, but so was this day in 1865 when the enslaved in Texas first learned that they were free. So we're happy to be out here to celebrate, and I'm going to pass the mic on to my council member.
Hi everybody, this is Matt Adams, member of the Township Council. I just want to commend everybody that was part of the organization of this event. It's truly a wonderful turnout, and I think events like this truly underpin the fact that our community really comes together to celebrate a diverse background, a diverse history, inclusiveness. While this may be the first year that we've actually had an event like this, I'm very confident that it won't be the last. And this is the types of celebrations like this where the community comes together to remember an important moment in our history for so many people is just truly awe-inspiring. And I again commend everybody who organized this because this is wonderful.
Thank you.
As was said before, this is the Emerson Theater Group Images Performing Arts Crew, one and the same. We recently performed, as was mentioned, a version of Cinderella from 1997 with the beloved Brandy and the late, great Whitney Houston. We had a whole production that was approximately 1 hour and 40 minutes, but we have tried to give you a portion of what we did from last week. So you will not see the whole production this evening, but you will see bits and pieces of it. This is the first time that the children have performed this particular production outdoors today. We had a show earlier and we're doing one again this evening. So bear with us. They are making truncated a long production into approximately 25-30 minutes. So please sit back, relax, enjoy yourself. If you love what you're seeing and hearing this evening, let the children know, and they will be greatly appreciative. And so will we as their directors and the parents. Thank you, and welcome to our version of Cinderella entitled Cinderella Ella.
Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carrot. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. A slipper made of glass is just a shoe, and dreamers never made the dream come true. Impossible. Mother. It's certainly not the sort of thing you see every day. I saw it first. How do you think it looks on me, Mother? Awful. I didn't ask. How can a mother choose between two such extraordinary daughters? It's easy, Mother. Just tell them to choose. You both look terrible. Olivia, don't talk to your sisters like that. Cinderella. What do you think? Doesn't look better on me. Or me. Well, I don't know much about hats, but I don't think it flatters either one. Huh? Told you. What did you ask this lazy third for? Ugh, she doesn't know anything about that. She's such so herself. Give it. It's mine. Mother! Oh, that's it.
Sound I'll ever hear are still inside my head. The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see, and the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me. It is waiting somewhere for me.
The sweetest sounds I'll ever hear are still inside my head.
The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said.
The most entrancing sign of all is yet for me to see, and the dearest love in all the world
is waiting somewhere for
waiting
me.
somewhere.
Is waiting somewhere. Are you alright, man?
Yes, I'm fine, I think.
Just like those royals, isn't it? Not caring if they're anybody's way.
Well, I'm sure they were going somewhere very important.
I doubt it.
Thanks. Thanks for your help.
Wait, where are you going?
Excuse me?
What's your name?
Cinderella.
Beg your pardon?
My name's Cinderella. I like to sit by the fire and the cinders fly and my face gets smudged.
Ah, Cinderella. I like it.
It grows on you, I guess. Excuse me.
Wait, what would a man have to do to find himself in your good graces?
Who wants to know?
Let's just say a charming stranger.
Well, this charming stranger seems really sure of himself. He'd have to get to know me a lot better than just some girl he met on the street.
Oh, he'd like to very much.
Oh my, I'm not sure I want to meet this stranger. I doubt he has any idea how a girl's supposed to be treated.
Like a princess, I suppose.
No, like a person with kindness and respect.
You're not like most girls, huh?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Oh, nothing. I didn't mean to offend you.
You know what? It's alright. It's just that I've led a pretty sheltered life.
So have I.
Really?
Every day the same old routine.
Until you just want to run away and never come back. I'm so sorry, stepmother.
I hope I see you again, Cinderella.
Yes, ma'am. And the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me. Is waiting somewhere.
Cinderella!
Yes, ma'am, I'm coming.
Cinderella, there's a lot to be done to prepare for the royal ball.
Yes, I know.
Well, act like you know. We must do something about Calliope's hair. It's beginning to look a lot like a barbarian prince. Cinderella. Cinderella. Every time I say that name, I crack myself up. It's the most amusing name. She sits by the cinder of the fire, and her name is Ella, so I call her Cinderella.
Cinderella. Let's face it, Mother. You're well versed in the art of ridicule.
Ballot, Minerva.
That's easy. IT.
Olivia. I do have a flair for it, don't I, my lovely daughters?
Oh, yes, Mother.
Watch this. Oh, Cinderella! Hurry! Get dressed! Get ready for the ball!
You mean I can go?
Of course not! You actually thought that you were actually going to the ball?
Why would the prince want a wife with silky smooth skin?
And who would want a wife with their perfect nose anyway? Oh, dear girls, let's get your dresses ready for the ball tomorrow.
Yes,
Why would the
Mother.
prince want any of you? If he waits 10 years, he can have me.
You're 10 years old, Olivia. Try again.
Who could that be at this hour? Girls, clear out while I get rid of this imbecile.
Yes, Mother. I'm so excited. Oh no, I'm enjoying today. But you just are so lazy, Cinderella. You never want to do anything. You have to clean these floors. These floors are disgusting.
Go get them. Go get them.
You're dragging mud into my home. Ugh.
Oh, why? Lord Pinkleton.
Madame, I have but a moment. Here are the teacher to the water ball. Good brother.
Hurry,
Would that be
get the dress on.
4 or 5?
4. Thank you.
Madame, are you sure the prince was
I am very sure. Have a good night.
Well, have a good night!
Yeah, who was that?
Yeah, who's that? You know what? Come on, girls. Let's get your hair ready for the ball. Let's
Yes,
see how
Mother.
Rest. Yes, mother.
Stepmother?
Yes.
What about me? What will I wear to the ball?
You? What about you? You actually thought that you were going to the ball?
Well, I thought of what you said earlier, and
You thought, Cinderella. That's your problem. No one asked you to think. She thought she was going to the ball. There's no housekeeping required at the ball. Right, why do I still have this tag on you? Take it, lazy rat. You think the prince is going to take one look at you and fall madly in love? Take my advice, Cinderella. Take it. Know your place and be happy with it. I promise you'll be much happier that way. Much happier.
well, if my father were alive.
But he's not. Now, is he?
He's alive in my heart.
Stop clinging to the past, Cinderella. It's not very attractive. Now get off my way. Come on, my lovely daughters. Off to bed we go. Yes, mother. Daddy, 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 daddy.
Tea? Milk?
Oh, yeah. We'll take our tea upstairs, and I will have water. Don't forget my water. Cinderella, whatever. And make sure our water's hot. I need it for my foot.
Okay. Cinderella, hot water. Cinderella, warm milk. Cinderella. I just wish that I can run away from this place and never have to come back to this. Oh, hey. When I hear a command, I obey. But I know of a spot in my house where no one can stand in my way. In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. On the wing of my fancy, I can fly anywhere, and the world will open its arms to me. I'm a young Egyptian princess or a milkmaid. I'm the greatest prima donna in the land. I'm an heiress who has always had her silk made by her own flock of silkworms in Japan. I'm a girl men go mad for. Love's a game I can play with a cool and confident kind of air. Just as long as I stay in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. I can be whatever I want to be. I'm a thief in Calcutta, I'm a queen in Peru, I'm a mermaid dancing upon the sea. I'm a huntress on an African safari. It's a dangerous type of sport and yet it's fun. The night I sallied forth to seek my quarry, then I find I forgot to bring my gun. I am lost in the jungle, all alone in an ark. When I meet a lioness in her lair, then I'm glad to be back in my own little corner, all alone in my own little
Yay! Everyone, may I have your attention, please? There's going to be a major announcement in just a matter of minutes. And every girl from far and near, and every guy who can, must come to hear the royal cheer and obey the royal plan. I now present Lord Pinkleton! The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. Hear ye. A ball, and that's not all. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert James is giving a ball.
Yay! Yay! He's giving a what?
He's giving a ball.
Oh my, he's giving a ball?
The prince is giving a ball.
He's giving a ball?
He's giving a ball.
I'm gonna look much more better than you guys. It still doesn't. No, you're not.
You're too young to even dance.
Rude.
Lionel? His Royal Highness, Christopher Rupert, Windermere Vladimir, Carl Alexander, Francois Reginald, Lancelot Herman.
Herman?
Herman. George James is giving a ball.
Yeah!
A ball.
A ball. I want a ball.
Oh, one other thing. His Majesty has this decree.
Decree?
All one requires to attend is an invitation and suitable fashionable attire.
Attire?
And the prince shall choose a woman from the ball to be his bride.
A ball? The prince is giving a what? After all that, you don't know? He's giving a ball! Well, will he want a taller girl? He want a stronger girl? Will he want a smaller girl? The prince is giving a ball! I wish I were a bolder girl. I want a bolder girl. I want a bolder girl. The prince is giving a ball! The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. Spread the message far and wide. The prince is giving a ball. They say he wants to find your bride. If only he'd propose to me. I wish that he'd propose to me. Just leave the hair close to me. You both, he just might flee. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
This is amazing.
But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and dewy don't keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day. Impossible,
Impossible.
impossible,
Impossible.
impossible,
Impossible.
impossible.
Let's change it up a bit, shall we? It's possible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. It's possible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And four white mice were easily turned to horses. Such folderol and fiddly-dee, of course it's quite possible. It's possible
For the world is full of zanies and fools
who don't believe in sensible rules
and won't believe what sensible people say.
and because these deaf and dewy idols keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day.
Impossible,
It's possible.
it's possible,
It's possible.
it's possible,
It's possible.
it's possible.
you very much. We hope that you enjoyed this very brief portion of our show, which was held on June the 10th and 11th at Emerson Community School in Plainfield, New Jersey. Can you give our cast another round of applause for trying to put everything together to make it acceptable and lovable by you all? Thank you so much. Remember us, Emerson Theater Group, Images Performing Arts Group. Thank you.
Okay, everybody give it up one more time for the Emerson Theater Group. Okay, next please welcome the CEO and founder of the Raymond Royal Productions, Mr. Raymond Wyatt Jr., host of Poetry and Flow Experience.
Hey everybody out there, I know everybody's starting to leave. We're going to do some poems and get out of your way. Not going to be too long. I started the Poetry and Flow Experience because I just wanted to do venues that were intimate just like this and get people to enjoy, right? So we're going to start right on in. We wear the mask that grins and lies. It hides our cheeks and shades our eyes. This debt we pay to human guile with torn and bleeding hearts. We smile and mouth with myriad subtleties. Why should the world be overwise in counting our tears and sighs? Nay, let them only see us while we wear the mask. We smile, but oh great Christ, our cries to thee from tortured souls arise. We sing, but oh the clay is vile beneath our feet and long the mile. But let the world dream otherwise. We wear the mask. That was a poem by Paul Lawrence Dunbar, and I just love that poem because it's so befitting for right now. And I'm going to start with just this activity real quick. Just after me doing that poem, I just want everybody to snap, okay? So after each poet comes up, I just want you to snap, just like that, okay? All right, beautiful. And I just want to introduce Piffy. She's going to come up and do a couple of poems for you. Come on, give it up for Piffy. Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you so much, Ray. Hello, everybody. How we doing in this rain? We good? We still out here, right? All right. My name is Piffy. I'm from Jersey City. I'm a poet, and there's not much more to that. I'm going to just jump into this first poem. It's called Red, White, and Black. Red, white, and blue with a little bit of black. Red, white, and blue with a little bit of black. White in the front, black in the back. Woo, woo. We run away from that. Red, white, and blue with a little bit of black. We shall overcome, let's clap to that. Red, white, and blue with a little bit of black. Sirens wailing, niggas running. I can see it through the cracks of my window and the cracks in my TV. Who am I but a little girl from what they call the inner city? Low opportunity and poverty. They said we are created equal, that's hard to see. The sounds of sirens have become my nighttime lullaby. Bodies on the ground of my doorstep, soon to be mummified. Lack of evidence to justify this crisis. Red, white, and blue with a little bit of black. Boy, that nigga sure do run fast. I can see it through the cracks of these sidewalks that we trip on every day. I can see it through the cracks of my mama's smoke pipe bubbling holes in her face, and I thought they said black don't crack. I thought it was chalk on the ground, whiter than my superior, but who said he was superior? Who said I was inferior, soft in the front, but the back is hard interior? Red, white, and blue with a little bit of black, embracing everything we become regardless of setbacks. Black excellence forever breaking barriers, multiplying like bacteria, straight out of the slums of Nigeria. Fuck the criteria, we too mysterious. Red, bloodshed, white supremacy, blue plastic bed with a little bit of black, excellence. Red, white, and blue with a little bit of black. I know my people can do better than that. I know my people can overcome. White in the back, black in the front. America, land of the free. Who are you to say this land wasn't created for me? The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Nah, the blacker the skin, the tighter the noose. Man, I said we all just strange fruit. We all just strange fruit. Waiting to be picked. They still white, but we still ripe. Waiting to be clipped. Shackle him, tackle him, but we can't be tied down forever. Saddle him, battle him, but we can't be tamed forever. Red, white, and blue with a little bit of black. We shall overcome. Let's clap to that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This next poem is called We All We Got, and then I'm gonna hand it over to my good friend here. She looked him in his eyes and said, 1 + 1 = 2. And his reply was, excuse me, ma'am, I like your shoes. And all she could tell him was, sorry, baby, that's the wrong answer. Well, I guess this apple didn't fall far from the tree, because I'm still trying to find the answers. Why can't my boy listen in class? They told him, raise your hand, sir. Why can't you be well-mannered? They want him to comply by their rules, but they haven't even provided him with the right tools. They want him to sit still in class, do what they ask, complete the task, but he can't even sit on his ass, put on the mask, be normal and laugh. He's a kid, a 5-year-old black boy, raised up in the suburbs. He's always been sweet from birth, since he took his first breath on earth, but he just can't keep his hands to himself now. How am I supposed to supply his wealth? The daycares and summer programs don't know how they can help. And my job ain't trying to hear that shit. A 5-year-old black kid raised up in the suburbs. It's a problem because he's stubborn, and sometimes he just can't find the words. So he uses his fists instead. Boy, why can't you get it through your head? I am all out of resources. A single black mother, a psych major, but there ain't enough degree courses to get me through the positive and negative reinforcers. There ain't enough reinforcement to reinforce this negative behavior that has left me sourceless. I am all out of resources, I'm sorry to say. But there's just no education system for toddlers that just can't behave the right way. It is as though they don't deserve the right to an educational day just because they can't behave the right way. There ain't enough therapy in this world to explain to my son why his gi couldn't stay in this world. There ain't enough meds in this world to keep my son's anger under control so he doesn't take it out on the next little fragile girl. There ain't enough men in this world to step up to the plate and disguise his fate. But that's my job as his mom, to let him know that regardless, he's gonna be great. But there ain't enough me in this world to hold that little boy in my back for the rest of his life. But I was raised to fight, not over a boy, but over that boy that I gave life. I am about it. I'm guided by Christ. And there could be no wrong way, because I walk with a knife. And there ain't no tension that I can't fight. Swear to God, you haven't gotten a clue what it's like. This can't be life. This can't be white. This can't be right. Hush, little baby, don't you say a word. Your mother's gonna make sure you're good, that's my word. My daddy said I can't give up, I'm all he got. So I make sure I get up every day and I secure that lock. And I promise I won't give up. Who gonna make me stop? Cause my baby boy needs me, and I swear to God, we all we got. Thank you.
Come on, let's give it up for Piffy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate you. I got my grandmother coming on. I've been having her come out to my events, and I just want to tell every person who is over the age of it don't matter. You're not too old to do what you do, and you're going to find that out right now.
Thank you, grandson. This poem is entitled, Look How Far We Have Come. Well, look how far we have come. No more picking cotton in the hot, sweltering sun. And no longer walking barefooted down them long, dusty, dirt-filled roads. Now we wear 5 inches, 6 inches, 10 inches colored stilettos so we can see our fancy, beautiful, polished toes. Like the Jeffersons, we done moved up and out of the ghettos. No longer in the backwoods making bootleg whiskey and homemade wine and adding in a little turpentine. Hearing lies and fanning flies and going blind from drinking of all that old moonshine. Now, we wear our stylish skirts above our knees, doing what we want and what we please. With our hair dyed, fried, and laid to the side, we get all dressed up. Men and women both get their hair done, and we go out and have a whole lot of fun. But y'all listen, we all gotta work together so we can reach the top. We done come from out of the slave house into the White House, we cannot be stopped. This next poem is titled Black Lives Matter. Well, we can't blame nobody else. Constantly fighting among ourselves. Within our streets, the sight of red blood splatter. Does black lives really matter? How can we control our anger when we get mad and kill our sisters and brothers, somebody's mom and somebody's dad? We're so angry, we find no mercy or no grace when the killings are outside our race. Going another black nigger face. The cop done shot him or her. What did he or she do wrong? We feel the pain, another one gone. Lord, rid us of this hurt that we feel inside when we feel like we done lost our dignity and our pride. Help us to realize we can't do this and that's enough. Help us to realize Killing one another is like committing suicide because Black lives matter. God bless you.
She did a perfect job, 100%. I have one more poem I want to share with you all. It's called I Too Am America. I Too Sing America. I Too Sing America. I am the darker brother. They ask me to go in the kitchen when company comes, but I laugh and I eat well and I grow strong. Tomorrow, nobody will dare say eat in the kitchen when company comes. Besides, they'll see how beautiful I am and be ashamed. I too sing America. Thank you so much, guys. You have witnessed the Poetry and Flow experience. Thank you for staying. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Laura, for the rain holding up. Thank you so much, guys. Everybody have a wonderful day. If you want to get in touch with us, if you would like the Poetry and Flow experience at your wedding, anywhere, whatever event you want to have, we definitely can be available to you. We do different types of poetry. So let us know. You can talk to Miss Tashira. Thank you so much for having us, as well as Miss Opus, Denise Opus. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful day.
My name is Tashira Wheeler. I am the chairperson of the Juneteenth Celebration Committee for Social Justice Matters. And I am completely speechless right now. If you are looking around and you can hear in the background the music, the conversation, you can see the smiles on people's faces now. This is just a wonderful event, and I'm standing here with our mayor of Scotch Plains, Joshua Lizardo, and our wonderful councilwoman, Ellen Zimmerman, who has been so helpful, to us throughout the entire planning process. I'm just so grateful to Scotch Plains and Fanwood as well, Colleen Marr and Erin McElroy Barker, who also helped with the planning of this event. This is just a wonderful, wonderful celebration of Juneteenth. Finally, a national holiday, finally. So this day today even is more special. So, we thank everyone who is here. We know there are more on the way. And just enjoy, celebrate freedom. Happy Freedom Day. Woo!
All right, so next we have a performance by Amani. The band Amani, their name, Amani, means peace in Swahili. The group was formed to share the concept of peace through music, performing for people of all ages, races and religious affiliations. The core group includes veteran musicians Marty Egan, sax and flute, Fred Fisher, keyboards, Stephen Fuller, vocals, Flip Peters, guitar, and Nick Scholl drums. In addition, Amani has a pool of talented musicians that can be added as needed. So they're going to come up, they're going to give us a performance to close us all out. Please enjoy, and I hope you had a fun time here.
Well, thank you. It's an honor to be here to play where all these great musicians played, and I'm truly honored that we were asked to play at this Juneteenth celebration. And I want to put a shout out to Tashira Williams. I don't know if she's still here, but she did an incredible job with putting this thing together. As a matter of fact, when I first met Tashira, she said to me that she wanted to be the best Juneteenth celebration in all of New Jersey. And then she said, I don't mean just New Jersey, I mean the whole United States. So this is Tashira's great thing that she's done, putting the wonderful volunteers together, and it's been a great day. We've seen some wonderful theater, and now we're going to give you our best shot, and I'd like to introduce our marvelous singer. 4 years ago, Stefan and I met, and we formed the group Amani, and Stefan brings me to tears when he sings a sad song. So he's one of the great singers, I think, in the world. So here's Stefan Fuller.
Good afternoon, everyone. Or evening, yeah. We had a little rain, but it's still a lovely day.
When I wake up in the morning, love, sunlight hurts my eyes. Something without a warning, love, is heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, 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 lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, someone else instead of me always seems to know the way. look at you, and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. Lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely. Oh, a lovely day, yeah. Lovely day, lovely day, lovely. A lovely day. Ooh, yeah. When I wake up in the morning, Lord, sunlight hurts my eyes. Something without a warning, Lord, is heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. Lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, it's a lovely day, yeah. Lovely day, lovely day, a lovely day, lovely day. Ooh, yeah. Lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. Lovely day. It's a lovely day, yeah. Lovely day. A lovely day. It's a lovely day.
Stephen Fuller.
Marty Eigen
on vocal.
Marty Eigen on flute and sax. We'll leave the vocals to Thaddeus. Oh, that's right. The lovely and talented Tomoko Ono on the keyboards. Thaddeus Expose on bass. And we have Gordon Lane on drums. Yeah. We're going to take you on a journey through music of African Americans. We started off with a little blues, and then we went to a little R&B, and we've got some other things, some Motown coming up, Stevie Wonder and The Temptations. So we're really going to take a journey here. This is one that was written by a jazz guy, and it was really done well by New Jersey's own Sarah Vaughan, and it's called Misty, but we're going to swing it.
Look at me, I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree, and I feel like I'm clinging to a cloud. I can't understand, I get misty just holding your hand. Walk my way, and 1,000 violins begin to play. Or it might with the sound of your hello and that music I hear, I get misty the moment you're near. You can say that you are leading me on, but it's just what I want you to do. Don't you notice how hopelessly I'm lost? And that's why I'm following you, and you, and you, oh, my own. But I wander through this wonderland alone, never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove. I'm too misty and too much in love. Would I wander through this wonderland alone, never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove. I'm too misty and too much in love. I'm misty, yeah, misty, so misty. I am misty, I'm misty, and too much in love.
Something from Benny King from 1959, and it's called Stand By Me.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand and stand. Yeah, stand by me. Stand by me. When the sky we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountains should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. And darling, stand by me, oh, stand by me. Come on and stand, yeah, stand by me, stand by me. Come on and stand, yeah, stand by me, stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, come and stand by me, oh, stand by me. Come on and stand, yeah, stand by me, stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, come and stand by me. Stand by me. Come on and stand. Yes, stand by me. Stand by me. Come on and stand, yeah, stand by me, stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, come and stand by me, oh, stand by me. Come on and stand, yeah, stand by me.
Something from the Temptations, okay? We got to have a little Motown up in here. And you're going to know this too, so you got to sing along.
Each day through my window, I watch her as she passes by. Said to myself, you're such a lucky guy to have a girl like her is truly a dream come true. Out of all the fellas in the world, she belongs to you. And it was just my imagination running away with me. It was just my imagination running away with me. Soon we'll be married and raise a family. A cozy little home out in the country, 2 children, maybe 3. I tell you, I can visualize it all. This couldn't be a dream, for to real it all seems. And it was just my imagination running away with me. It was just my imagination running away with me. Every night on my knees I pray, dear Lord, He might be. Don't ever let another take a love from me, or I would surely die. Her love is heavenly. When her arms enfold me, I hear a tender rhapsody. But in reality, she doesn't even know me, just my imagination running away with me. It was just my imagination running away with me. It was just my imagination once again running away with me. Hey, it was just my imagination running away with me. It was just my imagination running away with me. Hey, it was just my imagination running away with me. It was just my imagination once again running away with me. Hey, it was just my imagination running away with me.